2 minutes. One minute. This is a long 1 minute. Five seconds. Welcome, one and everyone, to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 286, I believe. The 286th episode of this fine program, and it looks like there's lag. No, she is not playing Destiny. And I closed many programs, and I'm connected directly... who's got lag? Who's got lag? Everybody say something in the chat if you've got lag. It looks like Baldox and HT Star do have lag. So does Doomageddon. Crap. Am I uploading anything? Am I downloading anything? No, I'm not. Kajira says something in chat. Thank you for doing exactly what I asked. I appreciate it. Joe77 says Ox. Baron says I got a bit of lag. Andy the DK says looks fine to me. Baldock says some. Lepidus says you're good. Alright. The Angel says a little bit of lag. Madman Max says I wonder if we should time him with him being late. Madman Max, I was 2 minutes early. Alright? I started this program 2 minutes early. I never do that, and yet I did it. And I'm glad I did, because even when I'm early, I'm being accused of being late. Just goes to show you. No, Nova, my beautiful wife is not playing any games right now. So, in fact, I'll just text her and make sure she's not... Wolf Pickle says, no smokes for me tonight. Gotta put a demo tape together for tomorrow night, so I need my voice. Have a fantastic show. Thank you very much, Wolf Pickle. I got your tweet. Okay. Hopefully that will cure everything. Jaw77 says, I missed you, Ox. Have you missed me? Of course I have. I have missed you like the deepness of things that are missed in depth. Dragon XL says, I'm here, and I greet everyone with a boots to the head. Is that like an arrow to the knee? Baron says that the lag has died down a little bit. Alright, great. I'm not going to worry about it. Looks like everyone's doing fine. And the DK says, very classy shirt you've got on there, Oxhorn. Why, thank you. This is my nice pinstripe professional shirt. William Moore says, hail, hail, good Sir Oxhorn. How is your classy adventure? My classy adventure is going very well. Lots of exciting, fun things have been going on here over in the Oxhorn household. We've got new games that we've been working on, new cigars, new blog posts, fan art, fan recordings, all sorts of stuff. But before we get into the show proper, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very important task to do. Do you know what that is? I'm sure you do. If you've watched this program for any length of time, you're probably reading my mind right now and spouting forth the agenda before I can even speak it. Yes! Yes, that is right. The next step here on Scotch and Smoke Rings is to pour the beer. I know, yeah, I gotcha. You were going to say pour the scotch, but today we're actually drinking beer. This is the last beer in my collection, which means I'm going to have to buy a new scotch bottle. I've been out of scotch for a few weeks now, so I've been drinking beer. I've been too lazy to go to the store and get some new scotch, so I've been finishing off my beer reserves. So this is the last beer, which means I have to go get Scotch. We've got some Hoegaarden today. At least I think it's pronounced Hoegaarden. It's H-O-E garden. So don't think dirty, because they are talking about a garden hoe. Right? A Hoegaarden. That it only makes sense. What do you do with a hoe? You put it in the garden. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how to pour a beer here on ScotchandSmokers.com. This is a very important talent to achieve. And then if you want a little bit of head there on top. I typically don't like mine with a lot of head, but some people do, so I'm showing you how to do it. I probably don't need to show you guys anything. You have this mastered. Alright, it's official. My wife isn't playing anything. She isn't streaming anything. So there should be no lag on our machine. Greg McLovin Hardtime says something interesting. He says, correct me if I'm wrong, but laziness can often be viewed as a classy trait. And I will correct you, because you are wrong. No, it is not laziness that is seen as classy. What is classy is an elderly gentleman that has achieved greatness in his youth. And because of that, in his old age, he has built up enough of an empire around him to afford leisure in his golden years. He uses that leisure not to be lazy, but to edify the mind, to build up his brain power, to read books, to travel, and to chat with beautiful people, amazing people. And maybe it's not active, maybe he's not, going on an African safari, but he's certainly not lazy. Oh, okay, he says, classless. You're right, I stand corrected. Forgive me for misreading your comment, Greg. My humblest, deep-felt apologies. He said classless, not classy. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I am drinking a fairly pale beer. For those of you who have been watching the show for any length of time, you know that I prefer darker beers, but I'm drinking a pale one because this comes from Belgium. That's right, we are drinking a Belgian beer today. Hoegaarden, or Hoegaarden, or I don't even know how it's pronounced, is a Belgian beer, and for some reason the Belgians, they know how to make beer. So cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Chin chin. Baldock says, it's the beer. I hadn't even taken a sip yet. You can't say that the synapses are not firing appropriately in this mind because of the beer when I hadn't even taken a sip. So, and the next on the agenda is, we've got a Padron today. This is a box-pressed dark leaf Padron cigar, a fairly expensive one. I'd say it's top middle shelf, not super, top tier like Cohibas, certain Cohibas or anything, but it's no dollar cigar either. Dragon Elf says, good evening, Oxhorn. I raise my glass of smoke heed. Chin chin. Chin chin. Dragon Elf and ladies and gentlemen, chin chin. Andy the DK says, never been a big beer fan myself. I prefer a nice ale. Depends on the ale. I'm not too terribly picky between beer and ale, but I do love Belgium. We'll find our happiness together. I'll keep on loving you forever and ever. And when we're old and gray, I'll still be there to say you're more than all the world. Dragon XL says, to my classy cat Mittens, I leave my many boots to the head. Anyway, my lovely girlfriend won't be joining us today. Madame Blue is working hard on making her own comic so it can be published. Well, congratulations to Madame Blue. I hope that she finds success in the world of comic book publishing. It's not easy, but I believe she can do it. Hans Christian, not Anderson, says, a Belgian Pilsner is great, but nothing comes close to a thick Dark Porter. They're both amazing. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on here. My apologies. Jaw77 says, Oxhorn, how is your new year? I missed a few episodes. Tell Nova I said, good hightings, milady. I will tell her you said that exact thing. Jaw77, I have been very, very well. The new year is treating me wonderfully. We're over halfway through it. Things are going wonderfully. I can't complain. Madman Max 21 says, Oxhorn, I have a very serious question. Where can I get a suit in a larger size, as I need one for a funeral? Sorry to hear about that, Madman Max. That is a tragedy, but I think I can help you out. Look, the typical go-to place is going to be your Men's Warehouse, but I encourage you not to go to Men's Warehouse because they sell plastic suits. They just do. I had to wear a suit from Men's Warehouse for a wedding I went to recently, and I only wore it because it was already rented for me by the groom and his bride. And so I put it on, and it clung to me like cling film. It felt like plastic. So the suits at the Men's Warehouse are they're just not quality. Now they do sell some good shirts, cotton shirts, but their suits are pretty horrible. Now, Jaws77 offers you some good advice saying find a thrift store, and while that is good advice for large men like you and I, it's hard to find secondhand clothing, especially suits that are in any good condition. So you're probably going to have to get something tailor-made for you. I've got you covered. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to there's an online tailor that I go to make my suits, and I forget the name of it, but I linked to it in a blog post that I just recently wrote, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. But basically, Tailor for Less. That's what it's called. It's called Tailor for Less. And what you do is you just punch in your measurements and you can purchase your own suit. Now, it's not cheap. You're going to spend $200 on a suit. I know. It's not cheap. It's expensive. But it's the only way you're going to find to get something that actually fits you, that is actually made of good quality. If you want to drop $100 or $150 on a plastic polyester suit at the Men's Warehouse, then by all means, go for it. You're going to regret it. It's not going to last you. It's not something you can hand down to your kids as an heirloom. So instead, I suggest getting something that's made out of real materials, animal materials. Greg McLovin Hartung says, customers may like the way they look, but perhaps not how they feel. I guarantee it. Nicely done. Greg McLovin says, how are the kids doing these days? The kids are doing very well. Little Gwendolyn is sitting up and smiling and giggling. She's starting to grow a little bit of a personality. She loves seeing her brother play. She just thinks he's the best thing ever. And she responds to smiles and tickles and so forth. So she's doing very well. And little Gavin is doing great at school. Everybody at school loves him. He's playing with the other kids. Everything's going great. Andy the DK says, Kodo hide tucks? Well, yes, of course. I thought that went without saying. If one has the ability, a Kodo hide tusk. Alright, I've got your fan art to go through. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. This was submitted by Damon LaRue to our Facebook group. And it says, I decided it was time to make Oxhorn hungry again. Bacon and fries, almost as genius as jam on toast. And Damon LaRue, you have indeed made me jealous. Is this poutine? Is this Canadian poutine? It looks delicious. You've gone and made me hungry. Next up is this by Christina, and the caption says, the average male spends 145 days of his life shaving. Real men don't waste 145 days. Better words were rarely spoken. Nicely done, Christina. Thank you so much for sharing. Then there's this by me. how to keep food out of your beard. That's right, I just recently completed an epic article on growabeardnow.com all about keeping food from getting in your beard, and so I'm going to go ahead and share the link with you. It's not as easy as you might think, so I went ahead and included a bunch of photos in this article. There you go. See, look how surprised I am at all of the food in my beard. That's just a horror. And what do? Well, you use a very special brush, which I'm very pleased to be holding right there in that shot. And then I show you where to buy it. I won't go into much further detail than that, but there you go. Then there's this by Evan Dale Hooker, and he says, "Dwarves don't cry, they water their beards." Truth. Truth. Then there's this. This is an interesting article that I wrote and published yesterday, and I have a little bit of explaining to do about this. So this is called, "So Someone Called You a Neckbeard." This entire article is about being a neckbeard. I split it into two topics. There's the actual beard that grows on your neck, the neckbeard, and then there is the antisocial personality known as a neckbeard. And I need to give you a little bit of context about this. So I'm going to give you a link. Here's the link to the article. I recently became aware of this subculture known as the neckbeard. It's a phrase used as a pejorative to denigrate somebody who's antisocial, usually overweight like me, can't talk with women very well, is kind of awkward, really loves Japanimation, and stuff like that. And what I did is I kind of dissected the different personality quirks about being a neckbeard and offered advice for any neckbeards who might like to not be one and who might like to mature. Now, I didn't try and step on any toes. I'm not sitting here saying that people who like Japanimation are immature or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But this is it's a serious issue that needed to be addressed, because I feel that there are so many men in our generation who have delayed maturity and who suffer from being always put in the friend zone or from not achieving the dreams that they wanted to achieve. So I felt I would reflect on that. And it actually got picked up. A couple of friends tweeted it around. And in fact, I started to get so much traffic to my website that it crashed my site. I was on the phone for an hour and a half yesterday talking with my hosting provider, trying to get them to fix my site just so that I could recover. That's how much traffic this article generated. So figured I would share it all with you, ladies and gentlemen, in case you were interested. It's probably good reading for after the show. So let's wait until after the show. Alright, then there's this by Eric Griffith. He says, "The gentlemanly way to deal with hippies and other vagrants of society. I think when you read the story, you will see that bikers were classy in a way. Pay to Crash's Biker Gathering, not to be missed, from the Trenches World Report." I'm not going to click on the link because I don't know how many ads this page is going to load, but it sounds fascinating. It's on our Scotch and Smoke Rings Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Oxhorn. Let me know, and I'll accept you so that you can see that. Then there's this by Andrew Gelati, and it says, "Finally grew my beard long enough to buy a real product to nourish it. This is not cheap stuff." And he got some Badger brand beard oil, Navigator class man care. And this is a very fine beard oil, but it's probably a little expensive. If you want a list of my recommended beard oils, I actually have that up at growabeardnow.com. Just go to growabeardnow.com, go to Beard Care, click on Beard Oils, and you're going to see a list of my recommended beard oils. This is a fine oil, but you're right, it is a little overpriced. Then there's this, submitted by Anna Zado Hitch, which was Mike Schiller's photo, and it's some maple-flavored Crown Royale. Apparently they're having a fantastic evening tonight, possibly drinking this while watching the show. I actually got a bottle of this from a fan once as a present, and I enjoyed it. I drank it on the show here. It was pretty good stuff. And then there's this amazing classy photograph. Oh my goodness, I'm just beside myself in admiration for this couple. James Weir posted this to scotchandsmokerings.com, and the comment is, "The first time live viewer, but always watch the show on YouTube here in chilly Scotland. This is me and my wife looking classy at our wedding back in October, beard on. Look at this fine gentleman. He is rocking, absolutely rocking this full beard, and he's wearing a gentlemanly kilt as well, a traditional Scottish wedding garb. And look at his lovely bride. I mean, the couple is just absolutely amazing looking. Thank you so much, James, for sharing a photo of your special day with everybody here at scotchandsmokerings.com. We all really appreciate it. Finally, there's this from Sofus Jorgsen, and he says, getting classy at this lovely evening, Little Viking. And check out this dapper gent wearing his suspenders and rocking a nice fedora. Look, it looks like he even has a nice top hat here in the corner. So thank you for that one, my friend. All right. Yes, that was some aggressive German music in the background there. Gentleman Badger says the best beard oil. You just like it because it has the word badger in it. That's what I'm assuming. He just likes it because the word badger is in there. Dragon XL says, hey, there's the badger, not this badger, but a badger me and Blue No from Minecraft. I don't think I fully understand that. But badger, mushroom to you. Lepidus says, sounds like my pic with the top hat won't be shown. Lepidus, I showed it last week. I like the top hat and I like the sword, but I'm not going to show it every time I do the show, just because it's you. Just letting you know. I mean, you are amazing, and I love having you here, but I can only show one photo of you every week. All right? We'll just put that out there, and it has to be a different photo every time. All right? All right. Now, of course, those rules don't apply to me. Obviously, you can see me every week because, hey, who would want to miss all of this? Alright, toning my arrogance down a little bit. Yeah, Lepidus, I did. Don't you remember? I showed off the top hat and the sword during the show. Well, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know and I'll show it off next week. Apologies. Alright, I've got some messages. So for those who don't know, you can go to scotchandsmokerings.com/show and leave a message for the program to get your beautiful voice and your vocal cords live on the program. So we have two messages this week. The first is from Andy the DK. What's on your mind, Andy?
Greetings, Oxhorn. It is I, Andy the DK. How are you doing tonight, my fine bearded friend?
Very well.
My apologies that I could not attend the show last week. I got caught up in World of Warcraft, and I just could not leave my rated Battleground.
No worries.
Other than that, I am here tonight, sir, and tonight my question is for you. Blizzard has released the Heroes of the Storm Beta Founders Pack. It costs $40, and you get some goodies, some special goodies, and you get access to the game when it comes out. My question is, are we going to be seeing a change from Hearthstone being played at Scotch and Smokings to Heroes of the Storm? I think it'd be a great idea because Hearthstone you can only play a 1v1, where in Heroes of the Storm you can have up to 4 people on your team playing against another team. So I think that would be really great for you to play with the fans. Thanks, Ox. Hope you enjoy the question, and I hope you have a great evening. This is Andy the DK saying, stay classy, and I'll see you next week, good sir.
Andy, excellent question, and the answer, sadly, is going to be no, only because Heroes of the Storm lags my computer out to no end. I don't know what the issue is. I've been doing this show for many years now, and I never have a problem actually broadcasting my amazing face, but for some reason, I cannot stop the lag. There just seems to be a lot of lag whenever I play a video game, and I can't do anything about that. So I'm always open to suggestions on ways I can improve my streaming show experience, but whenever I play Heroes of the Storm during the show, I get a bunch of horrible lag. So probably not going to be switching from Hearthstone to Heroes of the Storm, just because Hearthstone is so much easier on my PC. Lepidus of Runetotem is reminding me that that's right, the photo got in late, so I didn't show it off, and my apologies, here it is. Here's the photo of Lepidus of Runetotem showing us his amazing top hat, and look at that sword. It's got an amazing little red jewel there on top. Nicely done. His comment is, I know I showed this already last week, but since it was late due to being in San Diego, thought I would show this again in hopes that Oxhorn might approve the $89 top hat that I got in Old Town San Diego. Sounds like a classy hat. By the way, the bowler hats and the top hats the bowler hats and the hat Oxhorn wears on the show cost more than the top hat apparently, but I like top hats anyway. Hope you like it, Oxhorn. I do like it. It's very nicely done. And it really depends on where you go to get your top hat and your bowler hat. If you check out scotchandsmokerings.com and go to the shop section and then click on hats, I've got a section for top hats and for bowler hats. And that selection has cheaper bowler hats. At least I think I have some top hats there. Could be wrong. Anyway, it depends on where you get your hats. Next up is Gentleman Badger of the Badger Beard Oil. What is on your mind, sir?
Hail, hail, good sir. I'm sure you've heard a lot about garrisons, which are a pretty big feature in this new expansion.
I have.
It got me thinking, what big feature do you think would make for a great addition to the game? I think it's a question all WoW players have asked themselves at some point or another. And I think with garrisons being added, which is a lot like player housing, and transmog being added, which lets you change your gear up whenever you want, there's a lot of possibilities for new features in this game. I just want to get your take on it. So thank you, and stay classy.
That is very true. I mean, player housing has been something that the World of Warcraft fan base has been craving for many years. So having something like garrisons, which is similar to player housing, is a great move by Blizzard's part. But as for something new to the game, and I'm getting tweets, ideas for something new to the game, something to add some spice to the game, aside from me as like an epic end boss, which would be amazing. Man, I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and think. I can't answer that for you. I'm sorry. The creative part of my mind is resting right now because I'm sitting here smoking cigars and drinking Belgian beers and having a classy day. So the creative part of me is turned off until work starts tomorrow. But no, thank you for the question anyway. Madman Max 21 says, well, it's for a funeral for that I may be in 1, maybe 2 months. Everyone in the family is getting ready for the passing of my grandmother. She's been very ill since well before last Christmas, so we're expecting it to some extent. Well, my condolences, Madman Max, as Jaw77 intimated. Always really hard to have a family member die. But it's good that you're thinking ahead of time. As hard as it is, it's always good to take care of those things ahead of time. Especially when it comes to suits, because suits are something you're going to be using the rest of your life. There will be more funerals. There will be weddings. There will be fancy dress parties and business parties and the symphony and things that you can use your suit for. So now is a great time in your life to invest in a good quality suit. And getting one tailor-made for your body instead of picking one up off the rack at your local JCPenney is the wisest choice, in my opinion. William Moore says, a kilt and a beard by Odin's beard. Could that man get any classier? It would be hard. It would be hard. Pixelia says, Sir Oxhorn, I have a question that may fix the lag issue. Are you aware of the 32 and 64-bit versions of Heroes of the Storm? Yes. The default setting for Heroes is the 64-bit engine, which is an absolute resource hog. It completely bogged down my machine, which is usually capable of the latest games. In your BattleNet launcher, you'll need to click the emblem in the upper left and go to your settings. Under Game Settings, there's an option under Heroes of the Storm that says Launch 32-bit Client. Clicking that option has done wonders for my Heroes experience. Alright, I know about the existence, but I have to admit I haven't tried it. I should probably try it. I'm not going to do that tonight, but after the show I'm going to do some experimenting with my Heroes of the Storm launcher. Let's see, if I right-click on this, what are your directions? In your BattleNet launcher, you'll need to click the emblem in the upper left and go to your settings. Under Game Settings. Alright, I'm not going to do this now, but this is fast. Actually, I might just do this now. Launch the 32-bit client. Okay, cool. Awesome. That was easy. Thank you. That's really helpful. So now I'm going to have to experiment with Heroes of the Storm to see if we can do that maybe in the future. But I'm still going to do Hearthstone today. So don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. If you wanted to play Hearthstone, I'll still play Hearthstone today. Andy the DK says, by the way, Oxhorn, your friend's game looks very interesting. I see he's using the Bethesda Skyrim game engine. Will you be streaming this one classy evening soon? I will. He's using Unity, and I don't know if Bethesda uses Unity as a gaming engine. But the gaming engine that Digital DNA Games, the company, my friend's company who made that game, Savage Lands, is using Unity as the gaming engine because Unity is free and open source, and Unity is amazing. If you ever wanted to make your own games, Unity. Even I can deal with Unity, and I don't know how to program worth anything. But yes, we're getting ready to release some alpha keys, and once that's done, then we're gonna start producing some video content, and I'll be able to stream the game during the show, which I will do at that time. But right now, sadly, it's off limits. Oh, okay. Gentleman Badger says, I'll accept you as an end boss. That's the perfect idea. Hans Christian says, Oxhorn, an odd question for a classy fellow like you, but why should one not do math at 4 in the morning? Probably because you're more likely to get your answers wrong. I just harken back to my own days of homework, high school, college, having to do math. And when I tried to cram or stay up late to get homework done, yeah, my figures were not always quite so accurate. You see, you're not quite as attentive to detail when it's 3 in the morning and you're ready for bed than when it's, say, 11 in the morning and you're in the middle of eating a wonderful breakfast. They're two different realms of being. So that would be my answer to that. Dragon Axel says, hey Oxhorn, I sent you a voice message at the last minute. Sorry for procrastinating. Alright, I guess I'll go and check it out. You're lucky, because I still had the tab open. Had I not had the tab open, I would have said wait till next week. But the tab was open, so we'll go ahead and listen. Two of you snuck in some messages there right at the end. Alright, Dragon XL, my friend, I've got your message before me. The floor is yours. What would you like to say?
Hey, Ox. I have a question for you, thanks to Andy the DK. I'm sorry that this message got to you extremely late. I'm still trying to work on my procrastination.
That's okay.
Anyways,
no worries.
Back to the question.
Cheers.
Have you ever played old school Dungeons & Dragons? If so, are you still in the habit of playing old school Dungeons & Dragons? If you are, would you be kind enough to tell us your race that the races you chose and the classes you rolled as? Have a very good night, sir.
Great question. I've played classic D&D in the past. I haven't played it for years. The last time I played D&D was back in like the early 2000s when my brother was the DM, and I always played a dwarf, and I think I was a warrior or a paladin or something. I forget exactly what I was. I was a tank class of some sort. But I always played the dwarf. So, sadly, I don't play it anymore. But at one point, I did play. Next up is Jaw77. You were on the program, good sir. What is on your mind? Elucidate us. Fill us up with your knowledge.
Hi, man. I got a pretty question for you. It's Jaw77, by the way. I was just curious. What is your honest opinion about the Thrall and Garrosh fight? Or your level of lingo? Personally, I love it. Then anyway, stay classy, my friend.
Stay classy indeed, my friend. So he was asking what my opinion is of the Thrall and Garrosh fight. He says that personally he loves it, and I loved it too. I thought that what Garrosh had done during Cataclysm was not suitable for the Horde. So I was very pleased to see Thrall level some smackdown on our very good Garrosh. But I'm also happy to hear that, is he not becoming somewhat redeemed in the latest expansion? I wouldn't know because I haven't played it. Shiut is in the chat and says, hello, Oxhorn. Madman Max says, right, anyway, Oxhorn, your beer is looking a bit lonely, as does your cigar. Maybe you should give them some love. Fewer words were more truthfully spoken, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers and bottoms up. Shoot asks, are you going to play some Hearthstone tonight? Absolutely. Absolutely. Greg says he did some real bad stuff in Mists. So I hear, that's true. Not that I would know because I played it, because I didn't, but I'll take your word for it. Sounds good to me.
The great music of the 1920s and 1930s deserves to have an appreciative modern audience. You can help but find that audience. Why not email your friends right now? Let them know about the wonderful music you're enjoying right here on Radio Dismute. RadioDismute.com. HappyMusicRadio.com.
What? Alright, Chief Smash is in the house today. And he says, hello everyone, my raid is over and I can have some real fun with all of you. You came just in time for the Hearthstone. We're going to get that up here in a minute. Dragonelf says, Garrosh got crispified by Thrall's lightning powers, Oxhorn. Oh, I knew that! I totally knew that! Now, couldn't you tell from the way that I spoke about it with such knowledge that the way that that fight ended out was the way that I thought would be best? Whatever that was, because I knew what that was, whoever won, and I knew who won, because that's whom I said won was the winner, because I saw it, and I know about it. Warcraft lore, ladies and gentlemen, ha! It's my forte. There is little that I know better than Warcraft lore. All for 17 says, also, Garrosh attempted to wipe out the Dark Spear tribe. Of course! I knew that. Totally knew that, yeah.
Busy night, but there's always
Hearthstone, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's get some Hearthstone up here. Alright, can you see? Yes. There we go. Alright, accepting challenges. Shield says, sorry, what did I miss about Warcraft lore and Oxhorn being a noob? Hey now. I was playing Warcraft lore when you were still in your diapers. So don't be hating on old man Ox here, alright? Yeah, youngins. Wow. Wearing a vertical striped shirt on camera is kind of... See, here you can see the stripes, and here I just look... Whoa! I just look like I'm messing up the world. Alright, so hopefully we won't have any... optical illusions here. Look at my shirt. It's like a trippy tie-dye thing. I know, Lepidus, I know. Alright, who am I fighting today? Fancy Badger, pleasure to meet you on the field of battle, my friend. Chief Smash says, hey Oxhorn, I got a humidor as well as some beard shampoo and conditioner for Christmas. My wife went through your site all on her own. I never told her to. I was proud of her for that. Well, congratulations to you, good sir, for obviously marrying the best woman ever. She went through my website to buy you Christmas presents. She's amazing. Hang on to her tightly. Pixelis says, looks like one of those pictures you'd cross your eyes and see something. Yeah. Oh, wait, is it my turn? Alright, hold on. There we go. She Hero Gaming says, hey, first time I've been able to see the stream in a very long time. Last time I was here, you sang the Roffelmaus song for me. I recorded it, and I play it to my mates, and they're jelly. How have things been? Things have been really well. Love and life, just having a good old time here in the Oxhorn Castle. But now that I'm playing Hearthstone with the fans, I'll probably be a little distracted. Sorry ahead of time if I'm not quite as conversational as I typically am. Nonstop Disco says, hey Oxhorn, how are you, my friend? I'm doing very well. Pleasure to have you in the chat today. Madman Max 21 says, Oxhorn, is it time to plug your very fine book yet? Yes! It's always time to plug my book. What book? None other than The Tale of Cloran Hastings, a fantasy swashbuckling adventure yarn penned by none other than yours truly, written with these 10 fingers and maybe once or twice a nose. Available at fine retailers, online, everywhere. And by that I mean on Amazon. So go to CloranHastings.com for more. Okay, what's going on here? Fancy Badger. What kind of Fancy Badger stuff are you pulling on me? Whenever you summon a minion with Death Rattle, gain 1/1. Stay classy, Jaws77. Baldock says, rumor has it that Meryl Streep is going to play the title role of a book that Oxhorn wrote. Is this true? She can play anything, even Hippie Tom. Well, I doubt Meryl Streep could play Cloran Hastings, the male gruff sailor. But who knows? You know, I won't put anything past her.
But nevertheless I'm in love with you.
Your magic shall not save you.
Maybe I will, and maybe I'm in.
Greg Hartung says, Ox, I've been reading, or forced to rather, On the Road by Jack Kerouac for one of my classes. Have you read this book, and if so, what did you think? It's supposedly a classic book from the 50s. I haven't seen it. Sorry, I wish I could comment on it, but I haven't been able to read it yet.
So many possibilities.
Dragon XL says Johnny Depp as Cloran Hastings. Yeah, I don't know about that. Johnny Depp has his place in the film world. just nowhere near my book.
more than I'll get.
Okay, what just happened here? What is this?
I'm in love with you. Maybe I'm right, and maybe I'm
I
wrong,
wonder.
maybe I'm weak, maybe I'm strong, but nevertheless I'm in love with you. Maybe I will, maybe I'll for crying the blues, but nevertheless I'm in love with you. Somehow
Dragon XL says, "Whoa, what's going on with Brandon's shirt?" I know. I feel like I'm wearing an optical illusion. You see, as the image gets larger, you begin to see the lines in the shirt, and it's normal. But as it gets smaller, the lines collapse in on each other, and suddenly you're having a reaction. Okay, what happened while I was playing with my shirt? Mechanical Yeti, Death Rattle, give each player a spare part. Death Rattle, if Stalag also died this game, summon Thaddeus.
I wonder.
Pixelia says, every time you play with the picture, I just imagine some wub wub dubstep to accompany the patterns. Drop the bass. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Where was I? Oh yes, I'm trying to defend myself. And I'm dying! Oh my gosh, I'm dying!
I wonder.
Oh for 17 says, get your head back in the game. Alright, alright. I'm working on it. Goodness gracious. All these mechanical yetis. All of these death rattle cards. Ouch. Cute little hardcore kitten says, you got this in the bag. Yeah, alright. I believe that. I really do. I have faith. Fancy Badger is good. He beats me quite often. Shield says, are you enjoying my chimp emotes in the Twitch chat? Yes. You know, I have the ability to create my own emotes that you can use, but I just haven't sat down and... Why? Jiraxis. It was worth a try.
Mind if I roll knee?
Job's done.
Nicely done. What?
Stella crush you.
Mind if I roll need?
Elements guide me.
Alright, sorry for being quiet, but things are getting tense here in this Hearthstone battle. I used my faceless manipulator to mimic this creature, and I think I'm doing okay. Oh no! No, no! Oh, that does it. Nicely played, Fancy Badger. Nicely played. I blame my card draw. I did not get the good cards that I wanted, but you won legitimately, and I tip my cap to you. Congratulations on your victory. Jay Boninger is in the chat after an extended absence. He says, howdy there, Oxhorn. Long time no see. Pleasure to see you again, Jay Boninger. Always good to have you in the chat. Welcome back.
Thrall versus Garrosh.
Victory or death for Doomhammer.
Alright, let's see. Here's where's going? Bollocks.
Greetings.
There it is. Why didn't I get that last time?
And if they happen past that chance, just a glance and they're through.
Armor made to fit.
Cool Breath, good to see you. Welcome to the show.
People often do, and that's the situation always been for you.
Mind if I roll knee?
My story starts, it's nothing new.
Powering up. Portals online.
That's great.
And when they saw each other smile, the Hudson looked just like the night.
I
The
wonder.
stars all seemed to glisten, the clouds stood still to listen. They didn't speak. And then all of a sudden, the clouds the night
Job's done.
a boy, a girl, a
Whoops. Shouldn't have done that. Oh well.
Radio Dismuke is now on Facebook. Find us at facebook.com/.
Elements guide me.
Jay Bonner says, just a little update. I've been busy with college. I have an associate's in science now, and I'm currently working on my bachelor's. Congratulations, Jay Bonner. That is no small achievement. Way to go, seriously. That's a great use of your time. Alright, what just happened here? Battlecry, if you have a mech, gain 1/1 and add a spare part to your hand. What's this? Death Rattle, add a spare part to your hand. Clockwork Gnome. Okay. Gosh, all of these clockwork cards. Whenever you gain armor, give this minion 1 attack. Dr. Boom! Summon 2 Boom bots. Warning, bots may explode. Deal 1 to 4 damage to a random enemy.
I've got the beast in my sight. Elements guide me.
I can take the hit. For a little while, I'm coming, big punch.
Ouch! Rough and tumble.
Gotcha. Elements guide me.
I might have this. We'll see.
Minions serve.
At the end of each turn, summon all friendly minions that died this turn. That's a good card.
That was an error.
Well played, my friend. Good job, good job. Nicely done. I tip my cap to you. Bottoms up, ladies and gentlemen, on a victory. Chin chin. Dang it. Knocked me out of that one. It's only 8 o'clock, and I have so much cigar left. Who am I playing? Andy is Diablo. Didn't I just play you? Madman Max says, yeah, I was looking at that site you gave me for a suit. I'd be spending 179 pounds for one. Yeah, it's not cheap. I got it. I mean, that's just the way it is, and I'm sorry about that. But there are other ways. I'm sure you can find other ways to do it. But at some point, you'll just have to drop a little bit of cash to get yourself a high-quality suit.
Greetings. Greetings, friend.
Madman Max says, stay humble or you will lose. Yes, that's very true. I need to stay humble. Alright. Andy is Diablo. I cower before thine ultimate tomfoolery.
Elements guide me.
Something needs tinkering?
Wow, you've just got a nice mech deck, don't you? Siege engine? Goodness gracious! I don't feel good about this particular battle.
I have no time for games.
Ah. Well, yeah, I'm pretty much done. No taunts. Nothing to do.
Elements guide me.
I could pull a hard tongue, but I won't. You're welcome. I gave that one just for you. Reversing switch, swap a minion's attack for health. Ah! There is a lot going on right now. What is...
Well played.
Okay. Alright. You killed me. I'm dead. Nicely done. Alright, you got your revenge, Andy. Well played, my friend. Well played. Of course, next time I play you, I won't be so kind. Alright, who's next? It's Greg!
Let the hunt begin.
Greg McLevin Hartung. Let's do this thing, Greg. Don't you concede on me. I think that's my favorite card ever. It's just so annoying. It's wonderful. So how many king crushes do you have now, Greg? Yeah, Shio, you're spamming emotes into the Twitch chat just a little bit too much. I appreciate that they're funny, and thank you for sharing. But let's tone it back just a little bit, alright? Imagine Justin says, sorry Oxhorn for being very late to the show. Never wash dishes and make dinner, so late again, Bloit. That's okay, you're here, and being here is all that matters.
Elements guide me. Job done.
Gentleman Badger says, I don't often craft golden cards, but I had to make 2 golden Annoyatrons. Extra annoying. That's the way to do it.
Elements guide me.
Now that is an extra annoying Annoyatron.
Job's done.
Alright, Greg, your move. Not like I had to tell you or anything. The game does annoyingly go All done. Work. Work's done.
A cold is a miserable thing. A cold may become a dangerous thing. Even a so-called light cold can take a serious turn. Be prompt, be decisive in your treatment of a cold. At the very first sign of a cold, take Groves
Oh!
check the symptoms of a cold. Quickly relieve the distress of a cold. Give you speedy
Rough stuff.
results, which are very important. Don't monkey around when you can get such a
Okay,
as Groves bromoquinine tablets.
Two damage. Bubkus.
To my side.
Whoa!
Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we?
Fall in love. Whoa!
I'd be afraid of it.
Greg, you've got a purple mech thing. Probably already know that, but my goodness.
And make our own paradise. Little we know of it, till we can try to make a go of it.
Your magic shall not save us.
Happy man together. To be or not to be loved. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Doctor.
Your move, Greg. Nicely done.
Target acquired. Quickly.
Wow, that's a cool card. Your hero power can target minions. Okay.
And the clouds will soon roll by. So let's have another cup of coffee, and let's have another piece of pie. Let a smile be your umbrella, for it's just an April shower. Johnny For the silver lining, Mr. Herbert Hoover says that now's the time
to buy. So let's have another cup of coffee, and let's have another piece of pie.
Let's try that. Give your other minions Wind Fury, Taunt, and Define Shield. Give your other minions Wind Fury, Taunt, or Define Shield at random.
Quickly.
It's random, yeah, I see that.
Well shot.
Ah! Ah, Greg! Oh, Greg! He pulled a hard tongue, ladies and gentlemen. He says his shaman cannot surpass my hunter these days. He said that to the guy who just won? Oh, Greg. Oh, Greg, my friend. Okay, what's going on? Why is the game not doing anything? Hello, Hearthstone. Something is fishy here. There we go. What's going on? My goodness. Some bugs we're discovering here. Is this game still in beta?
Brawl! Versus Alfurion!
D. Drake Knight.
For Doomhammer.
It's Doomageddon. Pleasure to meet you on the battlefield, Doomageddon. My cigar is out of itself. Okay. What are we doing here? Jay Boninger, I'm going to do one more game after this one. I don't sift through my hundreds of friends and challenge, but feel free to challenge me.
Hey, give me that! Ah!
hopefully you can get in. Andy the DK says, how's that beer, Oxhorn? It's very delicious. A nice Belgian, can't go much better than that.
It's clobbering time.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, at least he did that when I didn't have a whole bunch of minions out there.
They'll never know what hit us.
Your move, my friend, your move.
Job's done. I can see.
What? You too? The act of heart-tonguing is catching like wildfire. All right. One more, ladies and gents. Okay, who am I fighting today?
Thrall versus Garage.
Imagine Justin. Pleasure to meet you on the field of battle. Let's see what you've got, Imagine, Justin.
Blood and blood.
Madman Max says, I am back with garlic bread, meat sauce, and ham. That sounds delicious. Oh, that's lucky. No! Oh! Lucky shot. Lucky shot. Whew, I bet you're breathing easy after that. Kind of good. Okay,
Hey, give me that!
Truth is my shield.
Divine Shield.
You are listening to Radio Dismute. Radio Dismute.
Hey, give me that!
Job's done.
Okay. Doomagaddon says, I couldn't resist, especially after Greg did it. Yeah. Sure, I hear ya.
Tastingo! Yes! Ready to ride?
Hey, give me that!
Well played, matey. Well played. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for indulging me by playing Hearthstone with me. I realize that it is late at night for many of you, and to have stayed up all night to entertain yours truly, or to be entertained by me, is commendable. So thank you very much. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time to end the program. But first, before we go, it is customary to end the show with a smoke ship. That's right, like Gandalf, I am able to blow a smoke ship out of nothing more than the smoke in my electronic cigar, because my other cigar ran out of itself, so I'm forced to use this guy. But I am here to create the unthinkable and the unimaginable, unless, of course, you imagine it. So what is on your mind? Give me your best smoke ship ideas, and I will do my best to create one. Cute Little Hardcore Kitten says, you must make sub-icons. All right, I'll have to work on that. That would be a great idea. All for 17 says, killed off by the Annoyatron. Ouch. I know. That's half the fun. Hans says, goodbye, dear Oxhorn. It's been a pleasure attending your show As always, it's bedtime in Denmark now. The pleasure was all mine. Thank you so much for coming. William Moore says, Oxhorn, Staghorn, and Mortus are flying B-17 bomber planes all across Pandaria. Oxhorn pilots the plane while Staghorn runs a machine gun and Mortus looks through a bomb sight. As they fly over the islands, they take aim, and they open the bomb doors, and they load the guns, then they let loose, dropping their payload of bombs and fire the guns. But they are not normal bullets or atomic bombs. There are cigar bullets and top hat bombs. As they hit the pandas that they target, they instantly made just a bit okay, and then your comment cut off a little bit. Madman Max says, a flying galleon chasing Greg with ox and hat pelting him with gnomes as he retreats. Very topical, Madman Max. Thank you very much. A smoke plane, William, says Chief Smashwell. A plane is indeed a ship. I mean, Zeppelins were known as airships for a very long time, so I'll consider a plane a ship. Any other ideas? All right, thank you very much for your submissions. We're going to go ahead and go with Williams. William Moore's. Excellent smoke ship idea. All right, pay close attention, ladies and gentlemen, because if you blink, you will miss it. But here we go. Right before your eyes. Whoa! A little bit thinner than a regular smoke ship would be, but still as expertly crafted. We had Oxhorn and Staghorn and Mortus flying B-17 bomber planes named Kill All the Beggars in Orgrimmar across the plains of Pandaria. Oxhorn pilots the plane while Staghorn runs a machine gun and Mortus looks through the bomb sight. As they fly over the islands, they take aim, they open the bomb doors, and they load the guns and let loose their payload of bombs. But they are not normal bullets, no. Nor are they normal bombs. But the bullets are cigars, and the bombs are top hat bombs. And as they hit the panda targets, their targets are instantly made a bit classier. Nicely done, William Moore. Thank you very much for your smoke ship idea. Doomageddon came in at the last moment with a smoke ship idea. He said Oxhorn in his Warlord's Death Wheel and a biker gang ride through Stormwind throwing grenades and crashing the palace gates, terrorizing Stormwind Keep. A wonderful idea. Nay, perhaps a vision. Andy the DK says, great show as always, Oxhorn. I bid you a very fond farewell until next week. Stay classy, Ox. Stay classy, everyone. Imagine Justin said that he saw it. He saw it. I'm glad you saw it. And then he says next week he'll be more prepared. Well, don't play Hearthstone too much, my friend, because I want to beat you again. The honest truth. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. And as always, my friends, be sure that every last one of you stays classy.
I know you'll come back to me someday.